In time of the harvest, it happened that Samson would visit his wife. A young goat in his hand is a gift to her father in hopes to satisfy. He said to her father, "Let me go in to my wife," but said, "That's not going to happen. I really thought you hated her, so I gave her to your companion. Is not her young sister better than she? Why don't you take her instead? This time I'll be blameless with the Philistines," Samson being a hothead. Samson caught 300 foxes, turned them tail to tail, put a torch between each one, planning to damage the town full scale. He set the torches on fire, the fox go right to the standing grain. Burned the shocks, the grain as well as the vineyards and the olive groves. They said, "Who has done this thing? How did this transpire?" His wife was given away, so they burned her and her father with fire. Samson said, "Why do such a thing? I'll take vengeance on them." He attacked them hip and thigh with a great slaughter, then he went to eat him. Philistines encamped in Judah and deployed themselves against Lehi. Judah said, "Why come against us? We've come to arrest Samson." 3,000 men of Judah went down to the cleft of the rock. Samson said, "Do you know that the Philistines rule over us? What is this you've done to us? As they've done to me, I've done to them." They said, "We've come to arrest you and deliver you to the Philistines." Samson said, "Swear to me that you will not kill me yourselves." So they said, "We will tie you up and deliver you into their hand. We will not kill you." So they bound him with 2 brand new ropes, figuring they would restrain him, and brought him up from the rock. When he came to Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him. The Spirit of God came upon him in a mighty way. The ropes that were on his arms became like flax burned with fire. The bonds broke loose from his hands, having set himself free. He found a jawbone of a donkey, reached out his hand and took it. He killed 1,000 men with it and said, "With the jawbone of a donkey, heaps upon heaps. With the jawbone of a donkey, I have slain 1,000 men." He threw the jawbone from his hand and called the place Ramath-Lehi. Then he became thirsty, so he cried out to the Lord, "You've given me great deliverance by the hand of your servant. Should I not die of thirst and fall into the hands of the uncircumcised?" God split the hollow place in Lehi, and water came out, and he drank. His spirit returned, and he revived, calling its name En-Hakkore. He judged Israel 20 years in the days of the Philistines.